Hey, good morning.
Where's Mama?
I actually planned this at the wrong time, but it is one of the success habits. What you doing?
I need to wait for my mommy, but she's not here.
Okay, sit down and go eat your little chocolate croissant. Would you get chocolate?
Mama?
I'm gonna eat this.
No, where is Mama?
Mama's at home, buddy.
You said she would be here.
I said she'd be here. What?
You
Something's wrong with your mind.
You said she'd be right up
Good morning,
here.
good morning, good morning. Look at all these people. Thank God I'm free, baby. Today is Friday. Thank God I'm free. I want to talk to you this morning just a second about success habits. Make sure you retweet and reshare. Wake up your peeps. Wake up your friends. Wake up your family. Give them a message today.
Why did you wake up me, actually? I want to know.
I woke you up, right? I came and woke you up and said, do you want to roll? Do you want to go hit it? Do you want to go play? Do you want to go rocket ship?
You said that Mama would be right up here.
Okay. Hey, so I just wanted to take a few minutes this morning and talk to you about some success tips, some things I do. I do all the time. Some habits. Okay. Don't leave. Don't leave without me, all right? That have helped me, that I believe will help you, that I hope will help you. And one thing is, man, I just write down, hey, what are the things I know I can do every day? What are the successful habits I know that I'm good at? Like, I see a lot of people not paying attention what they do well and beating themselves up for the things they don't do well. What? There's an ant. What does that ant do every day? Hustles. That ant hustles, okay? You're going to have a lot more work to do now. Now he's got to get back up on the table. What?
It's way too hot out here for me.
You want to go back inside?
Yeah.
It's not hot out here right now, though, okay? So, sorry about the distractions this morning. One thing I do every morning is I try to, first of all, go to sleep at the same time every night. If I can control when I go to sleep at night, I can then have a better chance of popping up in the morning like a rocket ship and getting my game on, getting my hustle on. And then I look at the things that I can do naturally. Some people are good at some things, and some people are not naturally good at other things. What I want to do is I want to start with the things that I'm good at. What can I do every day? Okay, what comes natural to me to do? What comes natural to you to do? Those are called habits, right? Then there's a list of habits that, the easy stuff, that might not be so good for you. People tend to have a hard time starting what's good for them. Really hard time starting what's good for them, and an even harder time quitting the things that are bad for them. So if there's some habits, some things you're doing in your life right now, and you're like, you know what? Those things don't make you feel good.
Is Mama watching?
I doubt Mama's watching this morning. I think she's in there sleeping because she's making herself even more beautiful than she is. Then make a list of things that you don't feel good about. Just don't put a lot of attention on them. You don't need to worry about them. Just say, hey, this is in the camp of not success tips. Focus on the ones that are. Okay, the calls you need to make. Hey, if you know you tend to procrastinate and put them off, flip it and start doing those calls first. Get them out of the way. Get them done. That helps me a lot. That's one of my successful habits. I flip. We got a train behind us, man.
Whoa,
I've always found trains so fascinating for some reason. You see the big train?
Yeah, it's really big.
It's awesome, right? I don't know why it's awesome, but because there's commerce on that train, man.
It's really, really big.
There's some money on that train, dog. So, what am I telling you? What am I telling you? Let me see. What am I telling you? I'm telling you, hey, what are the things you do well, man? And bang on them. Don't worry about the things you don't do well. Quit hammering yourself or beating yourself up for the things you don't do successful. I did that for too many years of my life. I kept saying, man, you don't do this, and you don't do that, and you don't do this, and you screwed up here, and you screwed up that, and you got this bad habit that you do, okay? And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to focus on what I do well. I'm not going to ignore the things that I need to handle. Okay, I know there's things I need to handle. That's been a lifetime. I still got things I got to handle. Hey, let me spend time focusing on the things I do well. I make the hard calls, okay? I tell you I'm gonna do something at 7 o'clock in the morning, I show up and do it even though I might not want to. Why? For me, man, for my personal ethics. It creates confidence because I know now that I have my own personal ethics in. I accidentally hit that I was doing this. I scheduled this yesterday for 7 p.m. last night, and I put in Eastern Standard Time rather than p.m. So this scheduled meerkat was supposed to be done last night, which I did. And I got a notification this morning, you're supposed to do one of these this morning. I'm like, hey, it happened. I said I'd do it. I'm going to do it. Because that's one thing I do fairly well, okay? If I tell you I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. Last night I said I would follow everybody that followed me on Twitter. I'm sorry, that recommended me as a follow on Twitter. So I said, look, if you make a recommendation, follow, or any kind of like, make sure you follow at Grant Cardone and put #success in some kind of tweet, I would follow everybody that did that. So what did I do after the stream I did last night? I sat there and followed people and sent out little notes. So 2 things I do well, dude. I do it anyway. I do the hard stuff. And number 2, if I say I'm going to do something, I don't care what it takes, man. I'm going to do it. If I tell you I'm going to call you back and I don't, it slipped through the cracks because 99% of the time, I'm going to do what I say I'm going to do. Focus today on the things you do well and freaking just do more of that, okay? And it's going to build confidence. And who knows? You might actually squeeze some of those bad habits to death where they ain't got no oxygen. That's right, I said ain't. Okay? If I didn't follow you last night and you tweeted something out, hey, do it again. Do it again, and I'll see it, okay? Don't be sad about it. If I missed you, I make mistakes too. I don't even consider that a habit. Good habit or bad habit, dude. I just make mistakes. I do things. I don't make a lot of mistakes. If I start making a lot of mistakes, I'm like, what the hey, dude? Somebody not good. Somebody around me not too good. And pay attention to that, by the way. If you're making a lot of mistakes, if you're having trouble getting things going, you got somebody in your life that's jacking you up. And they're not always the noisy person. So look, I hope this finds you well this morning. I hope you go out today like a rocket ship, man, straight up and vertical, okay, with endless amounts of fuel. Be great today. Be awesome. Focus on your good habits. Focus on the things you do well. I hope you find this message inspiring, inspirational, and I hope it adds fuel to your rocket ship, okay? Thank you so much for being here. Have a great morning.
Papa, can we go inside now?
We're going to go inside right now, okay?